Hello, friends, and welcome back to another episode of Can You Just Not? I'm your host, Engelberg Humperdinck, and I'm excited. Top Fails 74. Let's go. Also, my name's not Engelbert Humperdinck. It's Chelsea. All right. Get excited, like, subscribe, all those things, and also follow me on Instagram, like if you want, at I am CCsuarez. It is the morning. It's 9:51, and I am needing to do a little bit of skincare. I did wake up like this, and it's not great. So I need to just like clean myself up and then do some makeup, and obviously we're going to react while we do that. Are you ready? I am. This woman, scammer to the max in my opinion, in like the crypto space. And she, for some reason, had been featured in, I believe it was like a pretty reputable publication. And it's just so frustrating when that happens because it's like, listen, anyone who writes about network marketers as if they're not scammers and as if they have like a real business opportunity deserves to be fired from every publication. I am not sorry for saying it, but it's so annoying because they don't realize like what they're doing. I mean, the narrative of the piece itself is typically them being like, this is how I did this and this is how I did that. And it's just staring you right in the face, them selling this dream. And it's just not okay. Like, don't give them a bigger platform. It's not okay.
Hello, you guys. We're back home. Got the lashes done. Already showed you guys the hair yesterday. Refreshed it a bit. But let me just tell you this, you guys. How freaking worth it is to work so hard in the beginning. Like, I'm talking grinding all out, like no sleep, no fun. Don't expect your first year for you to have really any fun. You shouldn't even look to have fun in your first year of building your business or anything like that, because the effects of it later, they really show. Like today, and just even let's just say like past couple of months or whatever, okay? I'm going out, right? I'm doing my errands today and everything, and I'm seeing my team, like they're dropping videos. I have teams all around the world, right? Right now in Latin America, they're just throwing event after event, building there, really growing there. And it's crazy because I've never even been in Bolivia. I've never been in Bolivia ever yet, but it's gonna be the first time for me.
I've never been in Bolivia ever yet. And listen, I'm not one to poke fun at, or, I mean, yes, I am, to poke fun at anyone's cosmetic whatever, at their injectables. I just got my lip injections dissolved. My lips are much smaller, as you can tell. These are my natural lips. And if you do get lip injections, lip fillers in general, you should typically get them dissolved every 3 to 5 years because you can have filler migration. That is when the filler will literally move to other parts of your face, and not like up here, but when you get lip filler, it can move right here and give you that like duck lip. Exhibit A, what this girl has. There are some people that I've seen on Instagram that their lip injections are so big that they cannot close their mouth. Girl, what are you doing? I'm saying this from like a more educational standpoint of like fillers. This person's injector should be like, I don't even want to say should be fired, but like should be not put in jail, but you know, straight to jail. Straight to jail. Put your injector in jail. It is not okay. That's not like, girl, what are you doing? It just drives me insane. Please educate yourselves if you're going to get filler, if you're going to get anything cosmetic done, any procedures, any surgeries, anything like that. Please educate yourselves. These people can't take off a month. If they took off a month or even 2 weeks, technically I took this week off. I emailed Ethan and my editor and was like, this week's been really slow. I'm not going to have anything for you for like a little bit. Yeah, I hung out with my husband, I was about to say too much, a lot, and it was amazing and it's so much fun. I didn't suffer from it at all. Like my views stayed steady. You know, I have a lot of videos up, but that's not what happens in an MLM. Like I said, if these top people, even at the very top, if they did not work for a month, I don't want to say their empire or their downline, the organization would crumble, but it wouldn't be good for them, I guess.
It'd be my first time ever going there next month, right? We have a massive event there and we're really prepping and building a lot of momentum up until then, right? And yet it continuously grows every single day without me being there, and as well as all the other businesses and teams that I have around the world, because I took that time to put my head down and to really work so that later on my business could become independent, so that later on it could grow without me being there 24/7. 24/7. That is the whole goal of it, you guys.
She's someone who speaks so vaguely, or rather just like in such a vague way that kind of doesn't sound like she's in network marketing. It sounds like she has multiple businesses and has like people running them for her in other countries, and that she can be more hands off now. And that's not what this is. This is network marketing. Like, she is a network marketer. So it's really frustrating when they say stuff like this, because it's just like, it's so misleading. And hey, she might have like a few actual businesses, kind of like how Jessie Lee Ward does and a few other top ranking MLM people do. You know, they'll own a franchise or own, you know, something like that. But typically when you own a franchise, you know, you do get to the point where it's like, you're just the owner, right? And you're not, you know, you have like all your managers and stuff, and like that's an example of where what she was saying actually makes sense. It's like, yeah, you got it off the ground, you know, you have people who you trust who can run it, you don't have to be there for the day-to-day operations, and yes, it's still making money. But again, that does not apply to network marketing at all,
because that's the whole point, you guys, is to have yourself a business where you can do the things that you want to do but not have to be there 24/7. It's not because I don't love my business. I love my business and I'll do my business every single day, but I don't want to feel like I need to physically be there 24/7 in order for it to produce me money, in order for it to be successful or anything like that. Because when you have something like that, you don't have a business, you guys. You don't have freedom. You don't have the freedom to travel. You don't have the freedom to do the things and spend the time with the people that you want to spend time with, because you're confined. You know, you have to show up no matter what. And at that point, you don't have a business, you have a job. And that will forever be one of the biggest perks when it comes to my business. Whenever somebody asks me, yes, there's so many other things, like, you know, the tax benefits, of course, the independency, right? The income.
The independency? The independency. What?
You can make from it, all of it, the impact. Like, there's so many pros to my business, but one of them being the simple fact of it that I can bring it with me absolutely anywhere. It can go anywhere without me. It can go through the simple connection of a Wi-Fi, you guys. So this thing that I am talking through to you guys on is exactly where our business is. And that's the freedom of it, the accessibility of it, the growth of it is all dependent on a simple Wi-Fi connection.
There are a lot of corporate companies now that are actually moving to that. Airbnb is one of them, and they've been in the media a lot lately talking about that. And it actually is, like, a lot of the time more beneficial for them too, because they're not having to pay for bigger offices. They're not having to pay for, you know, all this stuff. So please don't think that the only job that you can do that's like actually work from anywhere is a job like this. It's not at all. Now, yeah, sure, you might have like hours, but guess what? If you clock it in, baby, you get in that guaranteed pay. So would you rather have guaranteed pay where you can literally work from anywhere, work from Wi-Fi? Yes, you will have like set hours, or would you rather be guaranteed no money and be able to work whenever you want, which, let's be honest, it's probably going to be never. So I'd rather be able to count on actually getting money and actually knowing what my job is than this scam
aspect of my business, the team side of things, the network marketing side of my business, right? The other side of it being the fact that there's investments involved into it. Like, I am heavily involved into the investments world, you guys. I'm heavily involved into putting my money into crypto, right? Into putting my money into assets, things that are going to be growing with me.
Girl, if you, like, I cannot stand when all these girls are like, oh my God, I'm so involved in the crypto world. Why weren't you at the crypto conference that was at Bahamar, that was in the Bahamas at the end of April? I wasn't there for that. I was there at the same time though. And it was huge. Oh my God, it was huge. There were a lot of people there. If you're so big in that, why weren't you there, baby? Don't want to get me started on crypto and NFTs, baby girl. That is people are going to get mad that I'm going to say it's a scam, and it's not, but yeah. People trying to get you into crypto now, that's a scam.
Growing with me into markets that run 24 hours a day. Because I can't work 24 hours a day, you guys, but these markets can. And therefore, the amount of money, you know, it doesn't have a time limit onto it. It doesn't exhaust. The market doesn't exhaust itself like a human body, like myself can at a job.
The market goes up and down. Crypto just went down a significant amount. Like, girl, what are you talking about? It doesn't exhaust itself. It just keeps going. Baby, it's not working for you. Like, what are you talking about?
That was just what I wanted to touch on. But In other words,
let me show you what I do and you should work with me and blah, blah, blah. No, they just want you to make them more money by you being recruited by them. Oh my God, this one's a doozy. Okay, I'm not saying that you can't like pass the time. I mean, listen, you're about to like literally make a human. So do whatever you want, all right? Do it. Live your best life. I am terrified of childbirth, so do your thing, girlfriend. But the fact that these people feel like they have to work while they are about to be induced, while they are minutes, hours away from pushing a watermelon out of a pea-sized hole. It is absolutely wild to me, and people get praised for doing that. And that is horrifying. Absolutely horrifying. You're gonna look back on that moment, and instead of like being in the moment, and I'm not saying like instead of enjoying it, because like, are you really gonna enjoy that? I mean, a lot of people do, right? That is a life-changing moment. Instead of being in the moment, you were on a Zoom call for your job, hardly even a job, a volunteer position. It's so sad. I don't want to say it's embarrassing, but it's truly, truly embarrassing. And it's just like, what are you doing? Enjoy your time. Like, hang out with your other person who helped you make that baby. If they're there, he was there. So, oh my, it's just so, it's so weird. So weird. Absolutely so weird. And for what? Like, is that worth it? Are you actually recruiting people? Are you actually, selling things? Or are you guilting people into, like, when I see that, I would just feel bad for them. I'd be like, oh my God, they're working while they're in labor. That's horrendous. And guess what? They don't get any time off. They don't have maternity leave from Monate. They don't have any benefits. One of our coaches on our team asked us to share smile transformations today. It's crazy how uncomfortable and forced my smile was.
I'm energized, about to press play on my workout. Freaking love Thursdays. We got team call, we got payday, we got rank advancement day, we can grow our businesses weekly, get paid weekly. Every week when I get my paycheck, I am just like, how do I get paid for this? Like, this is stuff that I should be doing anyways, and I get paid, and I get to do it with people, and like, what?
It might just be because I am truly a cynical a-hole. How is anyone attracted to, not like her, not physically, it's not what I mean, but just like this vibe of someone jumping around and just like this? Who would want to sign up for that? And I'm not going to comment on her eyebrows. I'm not doing it. Y'all be nice to her. Also, just like, why do all Beachbody coaches look the same? I feel like they just all look the same. I'm getting paid for things I should be doing anyways. You're already recruiting people. You're already selling Shakeology. Is that what you're already doing? No, it's not. So you're lying and you don't know what you're talking about.
Like, I never could have imagined that I could build a steady stream of income from bettering my freaking self and then giving other people the tools to do the same. Like, it is the best.
That's not what you're doing. You're recruiting people into your pyramid scheme. That is what you're doing. You're not getting paid for bettering yourself.
Think of the world. Like, why are you not doing this? Also, if you do this and you're a coach, then you know how big of a deal this is. Today on our team call, we got Julie freaking Boris. I am so excited. I freaking love Julie Boris. She is so inspiring and just like, goals. And I had the opportunity to work with her. And I challenged my team one day for everybody to step out of their comfort zone to do something to honor their dreams. And so I did the same, which was to ask Julie Boris to speak to my team. Fun fact, I had asked her to do that like a year ago and she never wrote me back. But this time she said yes. And I just like, this is why the team you join matters. I posted about this yesterday. When you join me, you get me, you get Danny Detra, and you get Trina Gray. These are three of the leaders of the top, three of the top teams in the entire network. That is the thing. Leaders that go out of their way to utilize their connections to share with their team and add value. Like, that is a freaking, Julie Boris is a gift.
That's about her kid.
That is sweat, not a tear, though I am known to cry on Instagram. That is weakness leaving my body. Weakness crying. Anyways, I had this thought, and instead of getting it out of my stories, I just wanted to talk about it. It is crazy to me that I spent the first 28 years of my life, I'll be 31 in a week, or in a week and a half, I'll be 31, and...
Did she work out with a full face of makeup on? Don't get me wrong, sometimes I'll do I'll just do like a quick little like tail of my eyebrow before I go to the gym, because sometimes we'll go get lunch after. It doesn't really matter though, because typically I'm sweating so hard that it all gets wiped off anyway, so I don't know why I even do it, but I do not understand people that will work out with a full face of makeup on. Like, when you're sweating already, if I don't wash my face like right when we get home, within like 30 minutes, I'm gonna break out. If I wore makeup to the gym, I saw a girl the other day with her hair down. Like, did you not take pre-workout? Because like my face is itching and I'm sweating by like the second set of like reps that I'm on when I'm weightlifting because of my pre-workout. So like, what are y'all doing? Who are you trying to look pretty for? No one looks pretty at the gym. I mean, everyone looks beautiful, but I don't know. I feel it's just like real weird. Is it like sociopathic behavior? I think it is. Psychotic behavior? It's weird behavior. That's what it is.
It'll be my third birthday that I'm celebrating that I actually love my body and like care about it. And my whole point, I can't believe that I spent 28 years making fitness and nutrition a struggle, like making it a bad thing. Like, of course I have days like today where it took me like an hour to press play, but I feel so much better. Like, it makes you feel so good. It makes you live your life more comfortably. Like, you have a half hour a day where you challenge yourself, and 10 minutes in, you feel good. You feel like you're challenging yourself. It reminds you that you can do things you say you're going to do, that you can do hard things, which goes into literally everything else in your life. I started with workouts, and then I gained the confidence through pressing play every day and feeling better to implement nutrition and to start coaching.
Let me be very clear. If someone's Instagram says coach on their Instagram profile or their bio, and it doesn't list any like actual certifications, and most people who have those certifications and stuff won't just put the word coach. Please do not take advice from people who are like literally are not certified. Yes, like I'll post like motivational stuff, and I'll post like my like gym check-in, you know, like something like that, or my like progress pics. Whenever anyone asks me any advice, I'm like, I'm not a professional. Go follow Curve Fit Academy on Instagram. Kaylee, she's amazing. I love her so much. And she has taught me so much when it comes to restricting foods and like fad diets and bad diets and consistency and time and really just like being patient with yourself. And I don't disagree with what this person's saying. Like, I just turned 31 and I just started consistently working out, like consistently in January when I joined the gym. If you are in your 20s and you're watching this video, please start working out. Please start working out. Even if it's just like on the stationary bike 3 times a week, even if it's just walking on the treadmill for 30 minutes a day or 4 times a week, like, I don't care. Baby girl or person, it's not about losing weight. It really isn't. It's about surviving, literally surviving and feeling better and being able to not perish, essentially, and just taking care of your body. I wish I would have sooner rather than now, you know, when I'm 31. So that, and same with Tony. He's been working out for like 6 months longer than I have. And I think it's important. You don't have to lift weights and, you know, be kind of crazy like we are, but I think it's really important to take care of your body, obviously, because we only have one. I'm also not trying to sell you anything, and this person is.
I actually finished that first program. I don't know if I would have otherwise finished, but like, the other 23 and a half hours of your day, every day, are better. Like, you literally, like, why do we make it such a freaking hard thing to move our bodies? Our bodies are not stagnant. Our bodies are meant to be challenged, and then you live the other 23 and a half hours of your day. You sleep better. You're more comfortable in your clothes. It's easier to get around. Like, you just feel freaking better. Why would you not want that?
Prepare to be sick of me. Prepare right now to be sick of me.
Got out to call. It's still shaking from excitement. And I'm about to cook dinner, and I told my kids if they were good during the call and let me and their dad watch the call and be on the call and be present and occupy themselves, that I would be done for the night. So I'm going to say this, and then I'm going to get off Instagram for the night and honor my promise to my kids. But it was incredible. I love her no nonsense. There was a lot of takeaways I had, but the thing, well, there was a lot, but a lot of it was just like, meet people where they are. Like, she said that her biggest changing point, she heard something, she doesn't remember what she heard, but she remembered being in space from her own journey, being in the space to receive it. And for me, my brain could not stop thinking about that, because you could say the same thing and hear the same thing a million times, but if you aren't doing the work to be in the space to receive it, and it's kind of like, it's the same with, what we do, with what we help people with. If you aren't already a part of.
I love that she just said that she's going to, get off social media, and that's what I promised my kids, that, I was gonna be present. So I guess her husband is in Beachbody too, and I don't know, I just find it so weird that that's a thing. And then also that she's like, we told our kids that if they were good and occupied themselves, that we would be present the rest of the night. Do what you gotta do when you work from home. I get it. Listen, promise your kids whatever you gotta do, okay? Do what you gotta do, okay? And don't feel guilty about it. But also, for what? Are you getting paid for that call? What are your kids gonna remember? For instance, I remember my mom being so present, and my dad was at day to day. My dad was at every single recital, baseball game. He took me to one of because I did dance, and then I did horseback riding for a long time too. My mom was out of town or something, so my dad had to take me to horseback riding, and he took me once, and then and my dad has always loved horses. He would get out of the car and watch me and cheer me on and stuff. And I'm like, Dad, I'm literally this is a private lesson. Please stop cheering for me. I remember that so much, and I love that so much. Yeah, he was working at every single day when I was little, and he wasn't always around, and that's fine. And sometimes he picked me up from school. Most of the time he did not. It was always my mom. She was a stay-at-home mom. Are you okay? Great. You can take your kid to the beach, but are you actually engaging with them? Are you actually playing games with them? Are you cheering them on at their game, or are you looking down at your phone and trying to recruit someone? Are you trying to recruit the next baseball mom, and actually get a real job, which I know you could argue that my job's not a real job either, but it is. And understand that work-life balance is typically more important than working from anywhere, working from Wi-Fi, and actually being present.
Using our nutrition programs or Energize or Shakeology or fitness programs or whatever, that you have to be ready. So maybe I'll invite you, but if you're not ready, that's fine. I'm here when you are ready. I'm here to help you, because it's you have to be ready. It's the same with hearing things that change your life. You have to be, and she said, people aren't burned, people aren't overwhelmed, people are bored, and people are bored with their lives, not this business, their lives. People are bored and they need hope.
People aren't tired. They're bored with their lives. What? Absolutely what? Some of us are just tired. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. That is absolutely insane. So essentially be available to everyone all the time and be ready to make that sale, which is so weird, and it just seems so harmful, I don't like that one bit. That's just not cute, not good.
It's so important what we do. We help people get excitement and hope and take care of themselves so they could be in a better headspace. It's so good. That was probably one of my favorite hours in my entire coaching journey, because just watching the value that she could add to all of these ladies that I love doing life with. And that's what this opportunity is all about. She was talking about tonight too, some people come in a season in their life, and this opportunity adds value to them when they need it. And sometimes that doesn't mean that they stick around forever, but we just hope that those people come out on the other side happy that they did it and a better human being. And that's the point. Like, you don't have to want to coach forever. Maybe it adds to the season of life you are in. That's how I was. Now I'm going to be coaching forever, right? But it started at a season of life, and that was a big leadership lesson, is like, sometimes we people who are in the season and it's that chapter that's going to help them, we help them. And that is incredible. Thank you, Julie, for coming tonight. You know, one of the things you said as well was just to always be at the table. And this is why, like, the nuggets, like, I can't wait to hear everyone's biggest takeaway, because it's going to be different for everyone, but they had to be there to really experience it in its full experience. And as a testament to what she said earlier, you got to be doing whatever work it is on yourself, asking yourself the questions that cause the growth, that make it stick when you're on. Because if you're not ready to grow and you haven't identified the boredom in your life, you haven't identified the stuck in your life, you haven't identified the limiting beliefs, the things you need to break through, the things you need to work past, being on the call isn't going to do anything. So doing the work and then being at the table, at the place, and...
Okay, I'm pretty sure y'all are going to be hearing the same thing that I hear, other than Wiggum's refrigerator snores. What I'm hearing is you have to do personal development so that you can be able to receive what is going to be said on the call. Want me to translate that for you? You have to be able to brainwash yourself into believing whatever BS they are about to spill out. It's just really not good. Like, she's just throwing out so much. Like, it's giving FOMO. It's giving culty. It's giving limiting beliefs. It's giving brainwash yourself so I don't have to brainwash you. Brainwash yourself so that you will be open to hearing that you have to do this for the rest of your life. You're desperate, not tired. You're bored with your boring life, and this will help your boring life. Tell me why your life sucks, and I will promise you that I can make it better. Yikes. That's the worst.
I'm telling you, like, you can find success with whatever you do, but joining this team, in this network, being a part of all this, like...
Sir, get off camera. No.
To freaking be at specific night with Julie Voris talking to us. So thank you again, Julie. I'm so excited to go see what everyone's takeaway is. I'm going to go enjoy the night with my kiddos and this little guy right here.
Thank you, Julie.
But go follow Julie if for some reason... somehow you've stumbled across my Instagram and you follow me and you don't follow Julie, but then go follow her. I tagged her right here. She is incredible. One of the things I said at the beginning of the call that is so special about Julie, you know, she always says, like most things,
girl, how are you still talking? My God.
It just takes consistency, creating a routine and showing up. And she always says, you know, what I have on everyone is time. That's it. But I said in the call, and I'm saying it here, because she is a person to follow, I am telling you to go follow her, because aside from her consistency and her wisdom, she is willing to break through. You know, we live in a society where, like, the need for acceptance, comfort, and to be liked and all of those things. And Julie, she just will make you experience the best version of yourself in her presence. She'll say the things, she'll give the truth, love, and you will grow and you will love her for that. You want mommy to put her phone down for the night?
Yes.
Yes? You want me to put my phone away? Want to play some games? Do a puzzle?
Yeah!
Okay, good night, everybody.
How weird is that? Why are you asking your kid, like, oh, you want mommy to put her phone down? You want mommy to pay attention to you? What are you doing? And just the whole, like, again, the mom shaming of this MLM helped me be like a present mom. This MLM, I'm able to be a present mom. And it's like, are you? Because it really doesn't seem like it. You know what else helps you be a present mom? A set schedule with, like, work-life balance. That can help you be a present mom as well. Again, like I said in one of my last videos, you can work your tush off and still be a present mother. All right, hopefully the rest of these are short because this is just, like, really long. Oh my God, more? There's more of her? Why is there so many of her?
Okay, I've been a bum in my office all day. But the reason that I'm on Instagram right now to share this is I have been growing my mind all day. I've been on many calls this morning. My mindset mentor, he does a bulk of his calls on Wednesdays. And so through different parts of his organization. I happen to be on like 3 of his calls today and calls with my team right now. I'm power hours with Dre in my messy office, eating my snack, which is frozen dark cherries. Spent all morning and all night last night road mapping some stuff, and these days, like the unsexy days where I'm not posting a reel, where it's my rest day on my workout program, where I don't put my makeup on and I'm lounging around, these are the days that build dreams, and these are the important parts about what we do. Okay, that made me get a little passionate, because now I'm like I've heard so many times in the last 2.5 years, oh man, that'd be nice. Oh, I wish I could lose the weight you've lost. Oh, I wish I could have the success you've had. I wish I could build my business that fast. Whatever. You can. You freaking can. I am the least special person you probably follow on social media. I just do the things so much that changes my life and builds passion in me. I just do it. I'm just willing to fail. You can have the things. You have to be willing to do the unsexy stuff too. You have to be willing to do this too. Hearing people say that, like, oh, I wish I could do that. You freaking can. It just looks a little bit different because we are different people. You can do it and more.
Could have been an email. As Hannah Alonso says, it's just recruiting. It's just recruiting. That's it. You'll have like each person and it'll be like, okay, essentially, what do I have to do to maintain this rank? Or like what has to happen for me to maintain this rank? Or what has to happen for me to rank up or hit my goal? Okay, I have these people below me. These people have to hit this rank. Therefore, they have to recruit this many more people, or they have to do this. Okay, then what about the people below them? How do they help that person rank up? So then you go, that's what road mapping means, right? You go down in your organization and figure out what does everyone need to do to rank up or maintain their rank, and how, like, what work do they need to do so that you can hit the rank that you have to hit. And also, hey, maybe you need to replenish a few sidelines or organizations, downlines, MLM buzzwords to be able to maintain or hit that rank as well. Going through your back office and figuring out like, okay, I have to do this and that. But it's just so annoying when they're like, I'm just like, working, and my mindset mentor, he has like 4 calls today. And like, because where I'm at in his organization, like I'm on these like 47 calls. How is that actually helpful? And her upline, I'm sure, knows what they need to do. So it's so weird when they're like, oh, I was on this and this and this. And it's to keep them, like we talked about when it comes to like keeping them brainwashed, right? So it's keeping them brainwashed to the point where they're like, okay, I have to do this with my mindset. I have to do that. The unsexy days. Yeah, welcome to being an influencer. You think we look hot all the time? No.
If you want something that someone else has or someone else has built, and you are creating a disempowering meaning behind it, like you are believing that they can do it and not you, and you're telling yourself why, you're comforting yourself with the reasons why they and you couldn't, or you just want something that someone else has and you're comparing where you're at to where they're at, are you doing the same behind the scenes unsexy work that they do? If you want what someone else has and you don't have it, are you complaining about it, justifying to yourself the reason why you don't have it? Or are you getting to work doing the things that they did behind the scenes for the amount of time that they did? Are you doing the workouts they did?
I mean, yeah, to lose fat, yeah, you gotta work out, but like, that's not what you're talking about, you gremlin. So that's frustrating. Let's stop with the narrative that everyone can do everything. Please do not DM me about it. I don't offer this. That's not like a thing I offer. I don't charge for this. But if there is a creator that I see potential in what they do, they are putting out great quality content, and I see, and we have a relationship, we've talked, whatever, and I see like they can really do this, they'd be really good at this, like doing this full time, like they have that potential. I will a lot of the times reach out to them and be like, hey, do you want to like, not to sound like an MLM girl, but do you want to like hop on a call, or like I can send you over like some things that like not a lot of people know, or like on the back end, and really great like tips and stuff, suggestions, and that's wonderful. Please don't DM me about that, because the thing is that that's not like an open offer for me to, kind of give that like coaching or consult, because not everyone can do everything. Not everyone can do this. Not everyone can be a content creator, a YouTuber. Not everyone can be a good salesperson. Not everyone can be a health instructor. That's not a thing. Not everyone can be an animal tamer. Not everyone can work in law enforcement, can be a teacher. Like, some people just aren't cut out for certain things. And there's not enough training or consulting or anything like that in the world that could like make them good at it. And that sucks. Yeah, but that's just the truth. And I cannot stand when they act like anyone can do this. You can do it. You can do it. You're just not, doing the unsexy things that are in the background. Well, then why don't you show it?
Are you setting the boundaries? Are you having comfortable conversations? Are you putting the work in? Are you leading people? Are you being willing to fail? Are you taking courageous action? Are you doing the things of the person who has the things that you want? Because it is these behind the scenes things you have to be doing. Look at this cutie. And Sean brought me dinner. I am watching this woman crush her goals. The physical changes you see are not even the best part. The best.
Were they just sitting on a Zoom call together? She's like, I'm watching this lady crush her goals. Like, are you just like watching her work? Is that one of those like power hour things? That's so creepy. But just imagine like sitting on a Zoom call with your boss and your entire team for like an hour or two each day. And that's when you're supposed to like work the most and you'll be able to like ask questions and stuff. Like, no, leave me alone.
Yep, that's me. You're probably wondering how I ended up in this situation.
No, it's not. Girl, it looks like salmonella to me. What are you doing? Are you trying to make yourself sick? That's a microfiber towel. That's not gonna get rid of bacteria. Like the thought process. Girl, for the love of God, please wash that. Please wash that. If you put any type of meat on a cutting board, wash it, soak it, kick it, bop it. Oh my God. Do you think they look back? Let's ask Jessica Hickson this. Actually, I already know she cringes at herself because it's literally what her entire channel is. This woman is going to be vomiting later on. Like, how are you going to be like, oh, I did a protein test. There's no chicken left on it, so therefore there's no bacteria left on it. That's not the same. I'm not, who am I? Bill Nye? I don't know. I'm not an environmental scientist. I know Bill Nye isn't. I might not know what's what. I might not own a microscope. However, I'm pretty sure that woman just like somehow gave herself MRSA. Ugh. Like, you're gonna make them sick by cooking or cutting something else on there. Also, I don't want to see your tongue. Keep your tongue inside your mouth, please. I don't want to look at it. I don't ever want to see someone else's tongue unless... Nope, don't say that, Chelsea. We're a family-friendly channel here. Stop it. You're grounded. Stop. Two more, and the next two are just pictures. And this one was a public Facebook post. And yes, did you know that everyone in these videos that I post present themselves as public figures and post these things publicly? Did you know that? Therefore, I don't have to cover up their names, their faces, anything like that, according to the YouTube privacy policy. All right, so this one said, I started my business in college with a capital C. That's how you know it's real. And I'm so thankful I did. I was able to finish out my bachelor's and build my business at the same time. It was one of the best decisions I ever made. Feel free to send this over to anyone in your life curious about building a business. I'm happy to give you the Zoom link so you can pop in. Graduation 2022. #graduation. And then the little graphic she shared says, calling all grad. Learn how to start your own business while in college. Partner with a certified B Corporation. Work around your busy schedule. Help others switch their brand to a botanically based certified vegan, environmentally conscious brand. That's pretty darn amazing. Kimmy. May I call you Kim? Kimothy. What are you doing? Absolutely so misleading. So misleading with a sprinkle of fear-mongering to try to get people who are typically naive, terrified, don't know what they're doing with their lives right when they graduate, unless they have like, I don't know, some like internship, and you should go straight to jail for attempting to recruit and scam literal children. I know they're not children. They're over 18. I get it. If you don't know how to do your taxes, you're a child. If you don't have your social security card or social security number, I was about to say memorize. Words are hard. If you don't have that memorized, you're a child. Which if you're in college, you most likely do because you have to put that on everything. Just like Frank's Red Hot.
Frank's Red Hot. I put that on everything.
All right, this one is from, I don't know this girl. It says, it was a Q&A, and it says, how to cope / sketch job, dogs, relaxing, trying to work out, not enough hours in the day. You know what's funny? I get this question quite a lot. The how do you do it all? Answers to that are so different. I try to stay like as structured as possible, have my to-do list. I don't have it all together, and I try to not be hard on myself. Just try to, stick to my like structured schedule. When it comes to working out, that's something that I do not negotiate with that. I am gonna go work out almost every day. I will have maybe 2 days off a week. I did not work out yesterday. Literally can't remember if I worked out yesterday or not, but that's fine. That's fine. Okay, so yeah, yesterday was my day off for the week. So, and batch filming is really helpful as well. But like with everyone, I mean, it's all about scheduling. It's all about, giving yourself grace and being patient with yourself and understanding, hey, I can't do it all. But having a structured schedule and all that is really important to, success in my eyes. This is a different answer. So we're going to read this now. First, if I was sitting over your shoulder for an entire day, do you think you would have enough hours in the day? For anyone struggling with this, there's apps you should download. Don't freaking ask me. Use Google for F's sake. This is like a really nice upline, I'll tell you. She's just such a good boss. Like, oh, don't you just want to work for her? I want you to track your entire life for the next week. Every single little thing, every 30 seconds of your freaking life. You're about to find out, first of all, how wasteful you are with time. And secondly, you will find out exactly what you've been doing and that you don't need to. Girl, what? This is scary. Cut those out. Why are you watering plants? Why are you doing dishes? Why are you making beds, doing laundry, answering emails, and fielding unnecessary calls, etc., etc., etc.? It'll be different for each person, but those are just examples. Cut those out / hire those out. Anything you don't have to do, anything that doesn't bring you joy, get rid of it. Why am I watering plants? Probably because I have responsibilities. Like I spent money on my plants and like that's a hobby. So yeah, gardening, yeah, that takes literally like 10 minutes in the morning, every morning when I water my vegetable garden. It's not doing well right now. I don't know what's happening. I've kind of given up on it, but that happens. And I'm probably literally just going to like prune everything. I'll probably do that today. I'm going to like cut everything down and just like start fresh. Sometimes you got to do that. That's fine. I've had to do it like twice now. Why are you doing dishes? Because I'm not a slob like you stinky weasel. Why are you doing laundry? Why are you making the bed? Probably because I take pride in my household. And again, I have responsibilities. Why are you answering emails and fielding calls? Because it's part of my job. Cut all that out or hire those out. Sure, when it makes sense for you, outsource. Like, I'm so thankful for my editor. I love him so much. He's amazing. You rock, Ethan. And I wasn't really, when I hired him, I technically, like, I don't want to say I couldn't afford it. I could. But right now, almost everything I make goes back into my YouTube channel so I can post more videos. 15 videos a month. Ethan edits almost every single one of them. But I know that the more I post, the more subscribers I get, the more views I get. And now finally, it's really paid off and it's amazing. It's so worth it. I knew that I was going to be like, not hurting, but like hardly making a profit for a little bit. But that's what you got to do, okay? For most of these people, 99.9% of them, they can't hire people out. So you are setting the example of people still, or even more so, not making a profit in their business because they want to be like you, because they asked you advice. That's not good. That's not good advice. That's not being a good leader at all. And don't anyone respond with money excuses. If you're actually working your business, a cleaner that's $25 an hour is less than the time you're wasting vacuuming. No, it's not. No, and you're not wasting time vacuuming. So what does this even look like? Like, you are just encouraging people to waste more money. Hire an assistant, do this virtual thing that I'm selling, do this, do that, hire a cleaning person. Like, what? No. Also, I don't want anyone in my house. I'm going to clean my own house. Thank you very much. This woman is absolutely insane and has, in my opinion, from a business aspect, from a social media aspect as well, she just has absolutely the worst advice. And also some of the most generic advice that I've ever seen in my life. Like, how, I just still do not understand how she charges or is going to charge like $11,000 for a mastermind, for like a master class. It's like, girl, who wants to get bullied for $11,000? Whew. All right, y'all. This was a long one. Sorry about it, but I hope you have a great rest of your day. I appreciate you so much. You are amazing. Happy Pride Month to the she, he, gays, theys, everyone. Even if you aren't part of the Alphabet Mafia. Even if you're just an ally. But even if you ain't an ally. Okay? Happy Pride Month. You are so important. You are so valuable. I know coming out can be hard. I know it's very, very freeing. I just came out to my mom. That was extremely freeing. I will tell you. It's very freeing. There's a lot of people that I haven't. And honestly, a lot of the times I'm like, that's none of their business. Why do I need to tell them? I appreciate you. I hope you feel welcomed and seen and loved and heard and safe. I hope you feel very safe. Have your people that you feel safe with. For a lot of people in the LGBTQAI+, your family is who you choose. And I hope you have chosen those people. And I hope you feel seen and loved and heard with them. Okay? And I love you. Unless you're like a murderer or like a really person. Or if you eat shrimp. Just kidding. I don't know. Okay. See you in the next episode of whatever I called this. Engelbert Humperdinck signing out. Bye.